all by myself.
So, in today's jamming video, I'm gonna open 5 giant chests, 5 magical chests, and of course I hope for the Night Witch to be in one of those chests. How many legendaries can I get? So let's open the giant chest. Number 1. We get gold, goblin hat, dark goblin, knight, tombstone. That's it. That's the first giant chest. Let's try another one. Breeze, bomber, battle ram, and what is it? Night Witch, please. Oh, the Inferno Dragon! Dang! I was so hoping for Night Witch. But it's the Inferno Dragon. Okay. Next one. Let's try another giant chest. Number 3. Gold. Bear goblins, barbarians, knight, bomb tower. That's it. That's number 3. Next one. Number 4. And that's what we get. No Night Witch. Number 5. Number 5. A lot of gold, heal spell, battle ram, rocket, minion horde. That's it, number 5. Let's go and open some magical chests and see what we get there. Number 1. Gold, goblins, knight, elite barbarians, goblin gang, fire spirits, the heal, and lightning. And I always get elite barbs that I don't need. Please, please, give me the Night Witch. So, next magical chest. We get fire spirits, goblins, goblin gang, 35. The furnace, 25, and 4 epics. The giant skelly. Why do I get all the stuff I don't use? And the last one is a legendary Night Witch, please, Night Witch. It's the graveyard. It's the graveyard. I don't know. The game somehow doesn't want to give me Night Witch. So I'm gonna open 3 more magical chests. Number 1. We get gold, royal giant, the wizard, fire spirit, the witch, skeleton army, a lot of giants, 15, and poison. No Night Witch. Next magical chest. Gold. Bear goblins, wish me luck. Guys, wish me luck. Rocket. The minion horde. The Valkyrie. The clone spell. And what's the last one? What's the last one gonna be? Legendary, Night Witch, please, Night Witch! Ah, the Ice Wizard! Supercell, please, give me Night Witch! Dang! It's the only card I'm missing, is the Night Witch. Let's go for another one. Let's go for another one. Gold. Cannon, arrows, archers, stab, and the last one is 4 golems, and the last, oh, that is the last one. 3 legendary cards, but no Nightwitch yet in this chest opening. I hope I get her soon. And in the shop, it's the same thing, by the way. I never had her. I have so many legendaries in the shop, but not Nightwitch. It's like Supercell doesn't want to give me Nightwitch on my main account. I hope you enjoyed this chest opening videos. For more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks, see you next time. Have an awesome day. Hey everyone, welcome! Yeah, as always, let me first switch on the music after this little intro video. And because we don't have music, so there's the music. Awesome, guys. I did some changes to the sound, and I hope it's still okay. Let me quickly check. Yeah, sounds okay. Sounds okay. Guys, welcome to another Saturday live stream. I'm super hyped. And I'm on my my level 1 account here. I'm on my level 1, 2v2 with the level 1, or yeah, 2v2 is so much fun. I'm not doing ladder as long as there is 2v2. I got a super magical chest and the magical chest on my level 1. We're gonna have the 2000 gems tournament. It's already created. And as always, I'll give the password once we get 100 likes on this video. And yeah, everybody subscribe. Where are the subs? Nobody subbed yet. So yeah, everybody subscribe to my channel. Like the video. At 100 likes, I'll give the first password for the first 100 people. At 150 likes, we'll let another 50 join. And then we're gonna start it later on. So let's see, let me replay you a battle quickly while getting started here. Let's watch this one here. As a startup battle. And I want to say hi to everyone. Christopher Gonzalez, I love liking streams. Yeah, and it's a good luck thing, you know. When you like my streams, I was told people get legendaries for liking my videos and streams. I don't know if it's true, but for some it seems to work. So try it. Like my video, like my live stream. And you may get legendaries next. It's happening. It's happening. I don't know how. Then Sisu FCN. Hey, then ChiefAvalon. By the way, before I forget, tomorrow we'll have Royale Premier League. So there will be a live stream tomorrow. Then Mr. Fluffy in the house. Cranky Place is here. Christopher Gonzalez. Moshin McCander. Alex Rodas. And Chief Elton, Sam, I guess, if I remember correct. Then X-Prower. Who else? Where are all the mods? Mr. Fluffy. Looks like notifications haven't been sent because the mods are all missing. Cock Attackers, I only see the thumbnail. That's weird. That's weird. You should click this thumbnail maybe. I see the video on Twitch and YouTube. As always, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And by the way, there's some small changes here to the overlay. Yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. So, Defream Coco. Yes! You're the first subscriber today. Thank you so much. And I can't see the screen. It says Cock Attackers. I don't know. You should see it. Yeah, that's what I can see from who is in the chat right now. Different Coco. I'll give the password at 100 likes. Let me know as soon as we get those 100 likes. We're on 50 already. And it's usually very fast. What about the music? Is it too quiet or is it too loud? Maybe it's too quiet. Let me check quickly. Yeah, I think we can make it a bit louder. Let's see. Okay. That's maybe better. Let's see. Let's check. Yeah, it's better. I think it's better. I think it's better. Okay. Chief, please give me a shout out. Please, I've been subscribed since 12k subs. Jesus Papu, here's your shout out. Okay, let's join somebody here in a battle. Juan. Oh, I didn't. Ah, dang. Can I cancel or is it too late? Yo, thanks for the sub. Chief, please give me a shout out. I want to join the tournament. What's the password? 072. It's not been given. Don't worry. Don't worry. Dang, I should have opened the chest. I should have opened the chest before accepting the battle. Mistakes. Yo, I'm MK4D, AK Sam. YouTube banned my account, so I watched the stream with this account. Rakish Darkan. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Very pushy there. Those guys. Very pushy. Oh no, not this guy. The Valkyrie, really? Gotta take care of the Electro Wizard. Yeah, that's bad. Not good. Juanchi, are you doing something? Yeah, there's the Executioner. I felt so alone in this match. Yeah, we gotta stop the balloon. Pull him away. Very nice. We're too defensive right now. We gotta push. Did I just miss the witch? Nope. Yeah, there's the hawk. Yeah, they're playing very defensive. That's why it's really hard to get their side. All those defense cards there. Toasty Bro, hello, welcome. Marco Visser. And thanks for the follow, Toasty Bro. No, don't lightning them. Ah. No. Let's try. Maybe I can push. But my giant is only level 1. Nightbot, are you real? Nightbot is a bot. That's why it says bot. Because it's a bot. We're only level 6 and they're level 10 and they defend all the time. All that chip damage. We need a chance to get there. Yeah, there's the fireball. Not well played. I would like to give him a not well played. I give him a good luck. That says it all. Go, Chief! Christopher Gonzalez, DJ Banana, Virgie Triheravanto, Mr. Fluffy, when will you make the tournament of 10,000 gems? Once we hit 15,000 subscribers, we're on the way. So everybody subscribe. Everybody subscribe and like the video. And subscribe. Answer this question, please. Yeah, at 15,000 subscribers. I'm American born in America, the land of the fat and the free. I'm proud of my awful education, horrible medical care, terrible society. Okay, VH. How do you follow people? Follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube. As always, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Marco Weiser, thanks for the sub. Jose Manuel, thanks for the sub. Jizar, thanks for the sub. Guys, let me know. Once we hit 10k, let me know once 10k. Once we hit 100 likes, so I can share the first password. In the meantime, we lost anyway, so let's open this chest now. And yeah, I'm just gonna play with a random guy. Oh, too late. No, not a friendly battle. It's a waste. It's a waste of time. Pete YOLO. Chief, what is your favorite card? It's the princess, Jesus. The princess. She's my favorite card right now. I play her on my main and I really enjoy to play her on my main. Don't leave me alone. The worst is if they just leave you. That's the worst if that happens. Now put something in there, please, so we can rush for the tower. Come on. Okay, I did it myself. I'm locked. I'm locked to the tower. Nice. No, don't turn around. Just go for the king. Oh no, damn. I should have played the witch. Yeah, we got one stab. Let's pump. Let's pump first! 82 likes, guys. You're so fast. It's so amazing. Yeah, we gotta defend the prince. And then we push for the king. But first, we should defend the prince. He doesn't really help. Why do people place the building behind the tower? Don't do it! It's not a good thing. They will stab the tower if you do that. And you're not distracting them. I know. That's something all those lower level guys do somehow. I don't know. Why do they do that? There's really no reason to do that. Most of the times. Ah. Why is he placing the barbs over there and not helping me? We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. We should have taken the 3 crown already. He's not helping though. Now he helps with the witch, finally. Okay. Come on. Let's distract the muskie and we get the 3 crown. Oh! Yes! Good game. Finally! Finally! Finally we did it. The 3 crown is real. I love pizza. Yeah, so do I. Hey Nightbot, how are you in every stream? Because it's a bot. It's a bot. It's just a bot. Where are all the mods today? Let's go to 15k! Yes! So that we can have the 10k tourney next week. That would be awesome! We're so close! Fardin, thanks for the sub. Are we at 100 likes already? Almost. 86. 14 more likes for the first 100 people to join the tourney! Pass it is ChiefAvalon! No, Cricket Master! Close, but no! The tourney name is ChiefAvalon, as always. Some dislike the stream. That's kind of stupid. So, no, it's only one actually. So probably that person doesn't want to be in the tournament. So I'm trying to read the chat. It's really hard. It's kind of moving fast. Can you guys sub to me? Yes, please sub to me. Silver chest. Let's open it immediately. Gotta go with the chest cycle. And then join. Fardin, thanks for the sub. Yeah, guys, keep the sub train rolling. Rolling. Keep the sub train rolling. I want the pass or the tourney will be full. No, it won't be full. Just stay here. At 100 likes, you get your chance. And you're almost there. Only 14 more likes. Did I just miss the wizard? That was bad. Ah! So defensive! They got a really nice lineup there. And why does he play the muskies left? No. No. No, no, no. It's not gonna work. That push. I would have placed 2 muskies right and 1 muskie left. Okay. That was a clutch fireball and gives us the tower. A nice one. Well played! Awesome play! Ham Army. Karma Senpai, hey! Oh, did somebody host me? And I missed it, sorry. I'm in the middle of this battle here. Karma Senpai, thanks for the follow. Who hosted me? Ham Gang! Ham Gang! Ja, ich check's grad. Ich spreche auch Deutsch. Thanks for the host, Ham Gang! Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch, but I also read in Twitch, don't worry. I also read Twitch. Ham Gang! Awesome! Thanks for the share. Thanks for that amazing share on Twitch. Ham Gang! Where are you from? Switzerland? Germany? Germany, probably? Burning through to the tower. Okay, look at this. Our Inferno Dragon is there and we got the second tower. Very nice. We're only level 6 and they're level 8, so not bad. And I think it's gonna be another 3 crown. I'd be very surprised if not. Let's place the Inferno Dragon over there and yeah, it's already over. Good game! Well played, well played. Well played. Let me check Ham Gang. Ham Gang. Gotta check you. Let me follow you. Then let me check out your channel. Ham Gang. I've never seen you on my channel. 33,000. Awesome. Ham Gang. He's probably already left. I don't know. Hosted, Karma Senpai, hello! With 55 viewers. Are you speaking German or can you just good pronounce German? I'm speaking German, it's my native language German, but I'm streaming in English. Also ich spreche Deutsch, Karma Senpai, it's meine Muttersprache. Aber streamen auf Englisch. I speak German, but I stream English. It's always been that way. So yeah, I'm also reading Twitch, so don't worry. I'm reading Twitch and YouTube. I'm just only showing YouTube right now. But actually hosts should show. I don't know why the hosts haven't shown. Hosts used to show. Alfie is here, hey. There Nigo, hey. Karma Senpai, nice. It's a bit fast. The Twitter messages tend to get lost a bit because the YouTube chat is way faster. 100 likes, awesome. So we're gonna let the first 100 people join the tournament. He hosted with 55 viewers. And where are they? Where are they all? They all disappeared. They all disappeared. Now he hosts somebody else. So, password. My password here. Password. Let me start this and double check. So the tourney name, as always, is ChiefAvalon. The pass will be in the chat first. Arab Malik. It's gonna be in the chat first. The tourney name is ChiefAvalon. And we're gonna let 100 people join. Let me just double check the password. Yeah. So, and the password is... The password today, Baven ready. Yes, I do remember the password is Love Apples. It's gonna be in the chat first. 100 people can join now. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Remember also that once we hit 15,000 subscribers, we will have the 10K tournament. So, Royal Salam, thanks for the sub. Okay, 16 people in. People joining fast now. And I followed Karma Senpai, Ham Gang. I followed him. But he probably already left because he thought I'm not seeing it, but it's not true. I'm seeing it. Okay, 57, 70. Counting here. 76 people in. Let me share the password once again. Love apples. That's the password. 81. At 100, I'm gonna close it. At 150 likes, I'm gonna reopen. So we're on 89 people in the tourney right now. 99. 90. One more. 101. Okay, let's close it. Let's close it. We gotta be very quick. Safe. Dang. It's closed. At 103, it's closed. It's closed at 103. And at 150 likes and as many subs, we'll let another 50 people join. So hurry with those likes. Baven ready. Yes, sure, I do remember you. Baven ready. And get freeze. Sit down, please. Fourth is the vierte im Turnier. Cool. Dang, many German viewers. Big shout out to Germany. Liebe Grüße nach Deutschland an alle deutschen Zuschauer. Ja, ich spreche Deutsch, weil ich Schweizer bin. I speak German because I'm from Switzerland. Don't worry, whenever I speak German, I will translate. So the password has just been changed. Mike is here. The very first moderator. I don't know where everybody else is, but you're the first today. Mike, welcome. Alfredo Alonso. So let's open this and play some more with the level 1. Trainer. Let's go. Firas Naser, was geht? We're playing with the level 1 account, so I'm 2v2 with my level 1. Pushing my chest cycle to get the lava hound. And we're also having that 2000 gems tournament. I speak 6 languages. Cool. Wie kommt man ins Turnier? Danger Boy. The tourney name is ChiefAvalon. Der Turniername ist ChiefAvalon. Das Passwort gibt's bei 150 Likes. Das nächste Passwort. Homemade left the match. That's always the worst to happen. Super annoying if that happens. So I can't win on my own, of course. Yeah, now he rejoins, but it's almost too late. Almost too late. Yeah, we lose both towers. I can't fight as a level 1. I can't fight against 2 players. It's impossible. It says failed John. Yeah, the password has been changed, Demon. It has been changed. Ein neues Passwort gibt's bei 150 likes. The next password will be given at 150 likes. So like the video, subscribe, follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. Oh dang, there's many followers. Elden, P Money, Daniel Hoosty, Air Dog, B Dog King, P Darkness, Get Freeze. Thanks for all those follows and Elden, and also for the subs on YouTube. I'm always streaming on YouTube and Twitch. This is the YouTube chat because it looks nicer than the combined chat. But I'm reading both, don't worry. So, password is incorrect. Yep, it's changed, that's why. Let's go, next one. And let me know once we have 150 likes. No, the tourney is not full. There's still space for 100 people in the tournament. Cricket Master, here's your shout out. Let's go with Trainer. Please don't leave me again. Please don't leave me alone. Oh, Trainer! Trainer, please don't leave me alone. Please don't leave me again. Trainer, please don't leave me this way. He's leaving again. Instead of helping to defend, he's leaving. Yeah, now he rejoins when he already lost the tower. Don't leave me this way. But he's not playing, he's just watching. This is the last time I accepted him for a battle. He's just watching, he's not playing. Come on. Play. Don't invite for a match and then not play. It starts when it's either full or we have 200 likes or we hit 15,000 subscribers. That's actually pretty cool with all those bandits. The mirrored bandits. That was actually pretty cool. I should have recorded that one. That was pretty cool. But trainer, please don't invite me if you don't play. Don't invite me if you don't play, please. I should have recorded that one. That was super cool. I want to replay that one. That was super cool. Let's fast forward a bit. The bandits were super cool. That needs to be in my glitches video. Okay, where was it? The name of the tourney is ChiefAvalon. Like the video, yes. Sorry, lag, really? No lag for me. It looks okay for me. No lag for me. I should not have destroyed those bandits. That was super cool. Bandits. Super cool bandits. That was super cool. Gotta be in one of my videos. Also, we lost. That's gonna be in my video. Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Close the stuff. Awesome. Everyone just like and subscribe. Jesus Hernandez. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. There's only slight changes here to my overlay. I don't know if you noticed. 131. Only 19 more likes, guys. Okay, let's go with GLGD. Sit down, please. Can you accept my Facebook request? I can. That's pretty easy. But that's my main. The Facebook is connected to my main and I'm playing my level 1 right now. So, let's play the baby dragon here. Doing two things at a time is very rarely a good choice. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna burn that P.E.K.K.A. Yeah, distract him. Very nice. Let's drop the skellies here to distract. There's another one. Another P.E.K.K.A, really? Bandit and all that stuff. Holy. Nice, we got a tower. Oh, kill the P.E.K.K.A. Dang, that was close. That was super close how we killed that P.E.K.K.A. So I gotta pump a bit. Let me place archers here to kill this princess. And maybe we can rush him actually. No, it's too late. Ah, too late. No, my poor little prince. Okay. That was bad. Would you take care of the witches, please? What do we do next? Let's go for the king. Thanks for the sub, Clash Royale Troller. Yeah, that's easy. Yeah. Just sacrificed our tower. Because you should have defended that P.E.K.K.A. Instead of pushing left, you should push right. And we win. If we push right, we win. Chief, I'm Lord Val. You played against me in one of your tournaments and I won. That's awesome. I give the password 150 likes. But I think it'd be easier if you post these videos on YouTube because it is easier to go forward and back. I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch, JK Leong. On both. So you can actually watch on YouTube if you prefer. The tournament will start at 200. How long have you been active on YouTube? Almost 2 years. So here's my YouTube link. And here's my Twitter. And here's my Discord. Actually 1 year. Actually 1 year that I'm really streaming on YouTube. Before that I was on camcord and restarted after that. So let me know once we hit 150. Let's see. We're on 143, so 7 more likes. Let's go with Martin Gerber. Obwohl ich mit der Facebook kann ich keine... Ja, because the Facebook Döner Dodo, weil Facebook ist mit meinem Hauptaccount verbunden, nicht mit dem Level 1. Deshalb, that's why. This is my level 1 and my Facebook is connected to my main account, not to my level 1. Which one? Which one is worse? Okay, we're there. Not bad, we're there. Let's go with the prince. I'm on the screen! Jason, yes you are! Oh dang, that hog all the time. The wizard hiding there behind the tower. No, now they move. Damn it, and I missed the wizard. Holy. Bad mistake. Very bad mistake. Can someone explain what's going on? The gravity, bro. They're always defending. They're level 9 and always defending. No, don't attack yet. Why is it so difficult? They have so many swarm units. So many swarm units. It's so difficult to get there. To pass that Inferno Tower is very difficult. I mean, they're level 9, we're level 1. So, good game. Oh, the Gravity Bro. I felt special when he said my YouTube name. Gravity Bro. I'm reporting Nightbot. Don't. Don't. It won't help. So, I guess we have 150 likes. So we're gonna let another 50 people join. Döner Dodo. Sit down, please. And Ridaco, thanks for the sub. Jorge Alvaro, thanks for the sub. Jordan Chilaji. Clash Royale Troller. Asan Hassan. Jesus Hernandez. Dylan, please. Churachi. Goldie Bees. Thanks for those subs and follows. Welcome to our fam. If you want to join our fam on Discord, this is where to go. This is where to... Oh, dang, that doesn't even exist. This is where to go. Our fam doesn't exist. Spencer Moore, thanks for the follow. Okay. 152. Let me start this. And give you the next password. Get ready. The tourney name is ChiefAvalon. The password will be visible in the chat first because the video is always a little bit delayed. So the password is... Let's make an easy one. For 50 more people in the tournament. And guys, before I forget, tomorrow I'll stream. Which is an exception. I'll stream Royale Premier League tomorrow. Okay, the password is set. And the password is... And yeah, YTG King Games. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, here's your shout out. Döner Dodo, bin noch kein Sub. Then go to YouTube and sub. I should share the YouTube link. For those viewers on Twitch, here's the YouTube link. So, there you go. Mike Jr., thanks for the sub. Erded, thanks for the follow. Space Cat, thanks for the follow. Christian Chavez, thanks for the sub. Mohamed Sanji, Abis Pankai, thanks for those subs. Awesome. So, the password, guys, for this amazing sub train here. The amazing Ava fan viewers. Bass Gritter, here's your shout out. The password, the next one we're gonna let 50 people join is apples. Apples! Apples. Where's my Mrs. Scoop and Bola and all the mods? So, password is apples. Apples. Krugel. Asmain, thanks for the follows and the sub. And get Kanuja in the house. Woo 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 woo. And Dyslexic Stoner with the evil apples. 145. 145. Now the question, shall I close it? 149. 153. Let's close it one more time. One more time. Set. Save. Came to watch. I already play a couple today. Cool. Mike. I don't really like apples in Destro Gaming. You don't need mods, you have me, says Dyslexic Stone. The tourney starts when it's full, latest in 20 minutes. So, it's closed, guys. If you try to join, it won't work. Keep liking and subscribing at, yeah, let's say 170, 180 will share the next password. It says at 200, but we can speed it up a bit. Okay, let's play another 2v2 here with the level 1. Hoi hoi da hon. Apples. There you go. With the air horn. Good luck. He's playing Night Witch. It's actually easier to play with low level guys than to play with higher level guys. Oh, pulling them away. Oops. Well, That happens. Okay, let's try to defend here. Let's try this guy here. Level 3 baby dragon. Videos fresh from the microwave. Thanks for the sub. Maybe? No, there's that wizard. Don't think we can push against the wizard. Maybe? Maybe? Ah! Come on! Yeah, pull him away. Ah, it's too late. That was unlucky. And then I miss him. No, we got him. I subbed. Crazy Joey, thanks for the sub. Wolf Boy, thanks for the follow. There's so many. Raven Sissy, thanks for the sub. So many. I can hardly catch up. AB's Pancake, thanks for the sub. I wrote apples before it didn't work. Yeah, push that lane. Maybe it's better. Let's try with an Infernal Dragon. Sometimes, I mean, they just played the Electro Wizard. So we have a chance. A small chance. Stab him, yes. Nice. Come on, Infernal Dragon. Burn the baby dragon. Nice one. Let's support with a witch. Don't pull them away. And spam! It's spam time! Unfortunately, the Infernal Dragon just died. But still, we have many units at the tower. And it's over. It's over. It's over. Good game. Well played. Well played. Their name is ChiefAvalon. Diamond game. Best player 04. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Always. And that may be confusing, but I'm reading both. YouTube and Twitch. Optical Star, thanks for the follow. Wolf Boy, your boy Nathan, Noah, Miknar, Krishna, Usman, Space Cat, thanks for the follows on Twitch. And then Farah, Abu, Salaf, Clash with Diego, Mailkona, Rivensiski. I think that's the new one. Thanks for the subscribes. The past didn't work. I'll give a new one very soon. I give a new one and then we start the tourney. Caramel apples. The caramel apple. Dyslexic, how do you like my new overlay? It's very subtle changes, very small changes, but I think it looks better. It was visible on the start screen and it will be visible on the end screen. In what device are you streaming on? I'm using an iPad. Prince Lucario, hey. I'm using an iPad and using the Elgato to stream from a Windows PC. There's actually also videos on my YouTube channel where I explain, he left the match, where I explain exactly how I stream. My setup. My total setup. Totally my setup. Have a drink. Let's have a drink. That was a clutch fireball, I see. But somehow we're not getting there. Maybe. It should be pretty low on elixir now. Let's try. Sometimes it works, sometimes not. Like they still had to scar me. Bandit Lords, thanks for the follow. Oh no. Yup, zap them please. Okay, let's try the Infernal Dragon as an attacking option here. I prefer to use him for defense, but sometimes it's very difficult to get there. Level 4 baby dragon is strong, of course. Please use your Skarmy now. Yeah, there you go, but we don't have... We could use the prince now. Oh dang. That freeze! That freeze! Yeah, that's tower. And I bet they already have the Skarmy ready. Yeah, there you go with the Skarmy. They're freezing us all the time. It's not fair. Don't freeze us. Yes, we hit. Come on, Barbs. The Barbs. The hero Barbs are doing it. Ah. But that was so weak. As a level 8 on average. Can you accept my Facebook request? I think I already did. Let's see. Confirm. Okay, Lion, I did accept. So, phone gonna die. Password. Please shout me out. I subscribe. Clash with Diego. I already did. CBRG Gaming. Thanks for the subs. Sir Gunball. Alonso. Ager Gaming. Farah Absulov. Thanks for the subs. And Clash with Diego as well. Keep the sub going. We're getting closer to 15,000. And once we hit those 15,000, we're gonna have a 10,000 gems tournament. No, the tourney isn't started yet. Let me check. We're on 163, guys. So let's say we can do 17 more likes. 17 more likes and subs, and then we start the tournament. Hafiz Ali! With all the heart! Hey, can you rate my clan Dutch Esports? My name is... Should I create an esports team? I don't know, maybe. So, let's go. 17 more. That means at 180, I'll share the final password and we start. Only 17 more likes and subs. Let's see. ChiefAvalon, you want to make me happy? Give me the correct pass right now. Yes, we're locked. Nice. We did it. Column, please. Very nice. And the prince connects. Awesome. Not even the tornado can stop my prince. It's a hammer prince. It's an amazing... Oh, dang, the rocket though. The rocket destroyed my prince. Really? Why you just destroy my prince like that? Come on. Yeah, Night Witch push to the King Tower. That's awesome. And I think that's it. That's game. Let me fireball, please. I want to do the fireball, yes. Oh, it's not enough. I got such a weak fireball. Well played. Another one. I tell you guys, I'm collecting 3 crowns like crazy. With the level 1. Diamond game, I don't understand that. Nit Q, hey, welcome Nit. Welcome to Avafam. If you want to join official Avafam on Discord, that's the link. Discord. And if you're on Twitch, you may want to check out my YouTube. There's the link. Lion BG, thanks for the sub. Do we have 180? Let me know once we have 180. 10 more likes. A lot more subs for 15,000 for the 10k tourney. And 48, that's expensive. One G. Okay, let's try. Please, password. Dren Morina, new to the stream. Welcome, Dren Morina. That's amazing. Welcome. Welcome to our fam. We're having fun here, enjoying the game, doing a lot of 2v2, doing a lot of tournaments, and sometimes doing other games. Good thing is that the minions are ahead, so we can actually take out those minions quickly. Now we gotta take out this guy. Maybe even my Inferno Dragon gets to the tower. Maybe. Could be. I don't think so. Nah! Okay. That was a close defense. I call that pretty close. Eat the fidget spinners! Eat those fidget spinners! Wanna create the pole? 180. Usually it's 200. Come on! Usually it's 200. On Wednesday you were so fast. Within 20 minutes we had 200. Saturdays is a bit slower recently. I don't know. But that's okay. At 180 we're gonna open and start it. So, and latest in 5 minutes anyways. So let's destroy this guy here with that Infernal Dragon. Oh, he got a hit. Not good. Now my MVP here. We're gonna play the MVP. The MVP. Come on, MVP Prince. MVP stands for Most Valuable Prince. Look at this. The MVP Prince is at the tower and bang. That's so amazing. I love the MVP Prince. The MVP Prince. Let's play our Infernal Dragon. And it... Oh no, it's not locking. Should I? No, too late for a fireball. Let's just distract them. Yeah, we're in trouble with the Skellies. Unfortunately, they just got our tower there. Okay, we gotta do it this way. No, they rocket earlier. Why don't you play a log or anything? It's lower on Saturday because what? It's a Saturday. Answer to questions. Do we have 180? Okay, when do you stream? I'm always streaming on Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, and tomorrow is an exception. Tomorrow I'll stream Royale Premier League. And that will actually be 1 hour earlier, I guess. I'm not 100% sure, I gotta check it. So there will be a stream tomorrow. Besides that, it's usually Monday, Wednesday and Saturday. Invincible. It's lower on Saturday because it's a Saturday. My favorite card is the Princess. Okay. Do we have 180? Yeah, 183. Okay. So, let's switch. Let's switch the account and then I'll give the password and we're gonna start it. There's my new overlay for switching. Why do I disconnect, stupid me? I don't have to disconnect, I just have to change. So... My brother did something and my messages aren't sending, NitQ. But I see your messages. Why, Princess? It's just somehow I like her from the design and I like to play her on my main account at the moment. I think it was one of the first legendaries and it's a very cool card. So, I hope I remember my password. Here you go. Seems to work. My messages aren't sending on YouTube, really. Bro Killer, thanks for the sub. I gotta check the subs. Guess I missed some subs. Justin Dawn, thanks for the follow. Lucas is delicious. Winter Robert, Deadman the Beast. Yeah, nah, sweet. Pricky for life. Thanks for the follows. And then on YouTube we have Pro Killer, Psycho Man, ODog747, Icy Electro Wizard, Swanny Blaze, Ivan Gurchak, Gianluca Kosser, Ilian BG, Geek Zone Gamer. Thanks for those follows. So let's go. Confirm. Confirm. I'm on my way to the main account. Justin Doan, thanks for the follow. So here we are. Here we are. No, not this. On the main account. And let's go here. This is the tourney. Let's switch a password. And the password will be very easy. Very easy. And it will be in the chat first. Guys, tourney name is ChiefAvalon. Password will be in the chat. Get ready to join. Get ready to join now. Where is my beautiful Mrs. Scoop? I see Bola there and Zoe. Hey, hello Bola. Because they're attention seekers. There's Bola, awesome. And Zoe in the house. Hey, welcome. So we're just missing Mrs. Scoop. Password banana. No, it's a very easy password. So get ready. It will be in the chat first, as always. Get ready to read it from the chat and then join. Join if you haven't joined yet. And keep the sub train going for all the awesome live stream, because remember, once we have 15,000 subscribers, we're getting very closer to that. We're gonna have the 10,000 gems tournament. And I want to do that before my vacation. It's gonna be very close. Okay, the password is easy. I told you it's easy. I told you the password is easy some time ago. Baven Ready, he never reads Twitch comments. That's not true. I'm reading your Twitch comment right now. It's just fewer. It's just fewer comments than on YouTube, so they may get lost. And it may appear like I'm not reading them. But I'm reading all the comments. Like NitQ says, Nightbot, why you blocked my chat on YouTube? I didn't do anything wrong. That's weird. Oh, I forgot my phone charger and I'm not home. This means I'm not going to be able to use my phone much. Okay. It says invalid password. It's already full. It was fast. Maybe that's why it says invalid password, because it filled so fast. Okay, guys. Password remains easy. So if somebody leaves... Oh, it's so hot. So if somebody leaves, you got a good chance to join if somebody leaves. Baven Ready. ChiefAvalon doesn't like me because he didn't unblock me yet. I would unblock you. Where? Where? Give me your YouTube name and I'll unblock you, Baven Ready. Someone who don't good understand English have tried it with easy. Easy. Why does technology still need chargers? I don't know. Okay, guys. Let's get ready to rumble for 1 hour of awesome Clash Royale battles. Be nice, no BM. Enjoy it. Good luck. Good luck. Let's start. There you go. It started. It's been started. Pass is YouTube. No, that's wrong. Pass is YouTube. But that's not right. That's weird. There you go. Okay, Cruise. Good. Shall I play? Let's do a friendly first. 2v2. I gotta request something like this. Yeah, that happened to me, Ali Banana. That happened to me as well, Ali Banana. When I did that challenge and my partner didn't do anything. Very annoying. I'm blocked from 6 months ago. What should I do? If you give me your YouTube name, I can unblock you. Just give me your YouTube names, and if I find your YouTube channel, I can unblock. I know how to do it now. Is it just me or is he ignoring us? No, I'm trying to read. It's just you, says Voila. Baven ready. My YouTube name is NitQ. Okay, I'm gonna try to unblock you. I'm gonna try to unblock you. Yeah, if I find you on YouTube, I can unblock you. If I don't find you, I can. So let's try. NitQ. Doesn't really exist. Doesn't really exist. I don't really find your channel. Did you get a haircut? Yes. It was so required. No, I can't find you. I need the link. I need the link to your YouTube channel. Otherwise, I can't do it. My YouTube name is Baven Ready. Okay, let's try this one. Let's try this one. Maybe I'll find you. But I think I need the link. Oh no. Wrong window. Baven Ready. Baven Ready. Baven Ready. Yeah, in the meantime we know how to unlock. So there is a Bavana already, but that's probably not you. Filter. Channel. Okay. There's many Bavana readies. Holy cow. Bavana ready. Oh, there's the channel icon. Okay. Funny that you're able to post it. I cannot click the link. Now I could, okay. NitQ, awesome. Found you. Let's see if you're banned. Unblock. Me. So, good news. NitQ is unblocked. Now, Baven ready. We need to find you to unlock you. Tournament has just started. Heather LJ in the house. Hey Heather, what's up? Awesome. Heather is a great YouTuber, streamer. Both. I'm not even sure, but she's a Twitch streamer. And she's awesome. Check her out. Awesome, Heather. And Tilwa, thanks for the sub. The tourney is already started, Freen and Panna. So, it's okay, Aaron, be it. I will meet you in Twitch only. Yeah, there is many Baven readies. Bavana readies. There exist hundreds of Bavana readies. Holy cow. Baven. Baven like this maybe? find you. I'm sorry. So sorry. I can't find you. Stefan Diakonu. Oh dang, we got so many subs already. Crazy Rabbit. Stefan Diakonu. Same at Tubs. Gamer Anthony. And Cartrugillo. Edel Johan Gustafsson. And Heather LJ. Thanks for the host. Tyler. Thanks for the follow. Danger. Thanks for the follow. Thank you guys so much for all those follows and subs. What's his camcorder name? Hello from Romania, Crazy Rabbit. Thanks for unblocking, I appreciate so much. You're welcome, Nitq. Okay. Notice me, Ujjval Kekadia. Blue Thunder. Okay, I'm gonna do a battle now. Let's win some chests. Oops, I subscribed. Jonathan Montano, awesome, thanks for the sub. We're officially fam now. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, waiting for the hawk. I know there's a hawk. What is the pass? The password is easy. Easy. Let me share it. I shouldn't do that while during a game, I know. Because then I don't have time to place that lock and that costs me 2 hits. There you go with the easy. Basically impossible to get there. I don't know what it is today. And his defense always works. See, it just drops the hawk right there. Very stupid move. It always works. Was there another balance change or something? It's very weird. Yeah, it's gonna drop 2 hawks and that will be it. Maybe we can keep him defending. But I don't think so. He's gonna drop the hawk right there. That's it. And now he doesn't need a lot. Yeah, there's the hawk. You can't stop the hawk today. Oh, Vincent Panda. Avalon is back. It's not a bridge spam deck. I know they call it that now. It's still a beatdown deck. Still not playing the Hog Rider. Persilus Games, hey. Jonathan Montano, hey. Okay. Shall we try a third one? Third one with the same deck. I'm only 14-year-old. It's normal to make spelling mistakes. CS on Lake. Yo. E-barbs, really? Okay. It's actually pretty bad that I played that. But I don't want him to prepare for the E-bar push. But now I'm pumping. I should be pumping. Waiting for the E-barbs. He's gonna push him on the left, I'm pretty sure. No, even worse, he drops a P.E.K.K.A. Okay, we're ready for the E-barb spam. Actually, I'm not ready. Actually, not ready for the E-barbs. There they are. Okay, it died. Bandit. I also love the Bandit, by the way, guys. Somebody asked for my favorite card. It's also the Bandit. I really do enjoy to play the Bandit. Now I have to play all those cards because he wouldn't place anything. Looks like he gave up. Yeah, he's not defending. I think he gave up. Okay. Good game. Oh, nice when you blocked me for. You have blocked many people. I don't remember the reasons. Yeah, Bola has blocked a lot of people. Guys, make sure to subscribe. Ice Wizard did it. Woo! Ice Wizard. Then Axel Gonzalez did it. Pokemon Legendary Man did it. Colorful Wolf did it. Beast Mode, subscribe. And Bo19 followed. Copenhagen Dip followed. Thanks for those follows and subs. You're awesome. We're getting closer to 15k. Can we make 14,300 today? That would be cool. But we won. We lost 2, we won 1. We're gonna give it one more chance. I think I blocked someone only last stream. Usually we didn't ban, so... We usually didn't ban. Let's play the Night Witch. Let's play the Night Witch. Oh. The Inferno Dragon once again. Most annoying card. Especially when you have nothing to defend. We have to stop the bandit. Okay. When Gally shared the stream, I had to bring my hammer. Yeah, that was so fun. Galadon shared the stream on Camcord. That was so much fun. Get moving. Get moving. He's gonna play the Inferno Dragon, that's for sure. And we have the bats. Okay, that was lucky. That was lucky that we pushed the bandit. Yeah, the Inferno Dragon is giving us really a tough time there. What can we do? You have to play the P.E.K.K.A. So sad. That Inferno Dragon. Killing us. bandit. Bandit follows. Dang. Uh-oh, that's it. No, not yet. Maybe we get the bandit over there. Yeah, there you go. Good luck! Well played. Beast mode, my brother just got an Electro Wizard out of crouch. That's what I said. That's what I said. Liking the videos and watching my YouTube videos brings you guys luck. I heard that story a lot. People getting legendaries because they watched one of my YouTube videos. 200 likes, awesome. So let's try another deck. It's not working well. Maybe let's try this one. Play Brawl of Age. And yeah, keep the sub train going, guys. Let's get to at least 14,300 today. Oh dang, that log though. That was a clutch log. Hello, Game with Carlo. Welcome to Avalon. I already play Brawl Stars. I already do play Brawl Stars. I'm from Switzerland. Oh, nice fireball. Destroyed all of my units with a fireball. Yeah, well played. unlucky. I thought the graveyard would distract the Inferno Tower. So that was a bit unlucky there. The graveyard a little bit too slow. I need the password. It's just walking away. Look at that Electro Wizard. He's just walking away. Just walking away. Not interested. Not interested. Why defend? Why defend when he just can walk away? Is that a glitch? I don't know. That looked weird. He just walks away. He doesn't care about the tower. Oh, I like the video of me playing Brawl Stars with him. It's one of those that poison the towers. Nah, didn't work. The Skelly spawned so far away in that moment there. Unbelievable. Sometimes they spawn right next to the tower, but here they all spawned on the outer edge of the circle. Ah. Cheat. Cheat! I'm calling it cheat! It's a cheat! That poison. Dang, only 10 seconds. Coming to hate the Inferno Tower there. Good luck. Only 3 people do. I got mine as second legend in Royale Arena out of crown chest. I need the password. What you need is Jesus. What the heck, voila. I have proof of me getting banned out of free chess when it came out. Cool. Yeah, Brawl Stars. I'm actually in the mood to play more Overwatch right now. But I don't have time. I don't have time. I'm streaming Clash Royale all the time. I don't have time for Overwatch. What about this? Is that a good idea? I don't know. Like he knew. Really weird. He arrowed my baby dragon. I'm not a mini Avalon. Avalon never blames himself. What the heck? Graveyard was your first, okay. Just missed the sub. Bargov, thanks for the follow. Tilwa, thanks for the sub. Ah, that lightning though. Really? Like, really? Yeah, that's the really problem here. I'm too late. Too early with the tornado, too late for those minions. There's the next hound. We gotta keep the tornado. We gotta save it. Unfortunately. Yeah, we can't stop the balloon. It's probably the worst deck I could counter with this deck. It is. No! Oh, that's lucky. We didn't get the tower there. That was really lucky. We should have got the tower. The graveyard should get that tower. Bandit is your favorite card? Cool. The password is easy. Okay, let's switch again. Let's go with... Yeah, let's go with this. That was the order. I don't even know what order I got the ledges anymore. How can you know the order of ledges? How can you even remember this? How could you remember this? Unbelievable. Why didn't the Ice Spirit jump the Lava Hound? That was also weird. It should have jumped that Lava Hound long ago. Really weird. Yeah, we're unlucky here. That Ice Spirit, that should definitely jump the Lava Hound. That was the plan. That was the plan. And that killed my minions and the tower. And the Lava Hound already had passed the tower. It's those small things. It makes that weird sound when it walks. Axel Lopez, thanks for the sub. Very weird walking sound. Okay, we gotta amp it up a bit. Again. Ah, that's bad. I can't place the minions there. Damn it. That's why he gets tower. Well played. That was a horrible push. With the poison and the Ice Spirit, so I couldn't really react at that very moment there. Well played. You can have it. I was so confused since it took like 8 months to get my first. Yeah. And it also depends on which arena you're in. Depending on arena, you get legendaries faster. Tompack, thanks for the follow. Clayton Simons, thanks for the sub. Kann wer mich hochpushen? Ich bin jetzt Arena 8. I want to get some gems. Then fight. Win the tournament and you get gems. By the way, we also have a new overlay for the Wall of Fame. Look at this. This is the new Wall of Fame. Looks beautiful. I needed 1 year to get my first legend. I don't know how long it took me. Merkias donated 100,000. I would probably pay it back because it would probably be a mistake. Captain Cheesy Man, thanks for the sub. Clinton Simons, thanks for the sub. Guys, make sure to subscribe. Like those guys just did, like Captain Cheesy Man. Cheesy Man, thanks for the sub. Clinton Simons, thanks for the sub. Stilwa, thanks for the sub. Robert Green followed. Big Boss. Tom Pack, thanks for those follows. Let's get to 15k. Let's do at least 14,300 today. At 15k we have the 10,000 gems tournament. As always, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch for all the new people. Robert Green, thanks for the follow. I'm so in the mood to play some Overwatch ranked. The tournament today, Big Boss, we're already in the tournament. 20 minutes till it's over. If you're lucky, somebody leaves and you get a spot. Here's the password. It's easy. It's easy. That's the pass. Already over. Not Siri, it's easy. Shut up. Siri, shut up. We're not asking you. Nobody's talking to Siri. Shut up. Thank you, Merkia. You got me. Space Hassan. Thanks for the follow. Oh, do we have snaps? Ashmit Kumar. Hey, let's check if we got snaps. Maybe we got some snaps. Somebody is sending me a streak snap all the time. I have no clue what that means. So I got a snap here from Bola. Get ready. You guys want to see the snap from Bola? Ashmit Kumar. Yes, I do remember you. Sure. Oh, that's a nice push there. Look at those. Whoa. And now they run for the king. I defeated you, Dren Morena. So, Bolas 101 Dalmatians on TV. I can hardly tell what it is. 101 Dalmatians on TV. Who remembers the film? Yeah, I do remember the film. I do remember the film. And then Angad Kanucha sent me, so long, Chief. I didn't watch your live stream because I was not well all those days. See you on Monday. Okay. Gonna send him a get well soon. So if you wanna send me a snap, and somebody is always sending me a snap that, where it only says streak. What does that mean? Why? Avalon, I sent you a request for 2v2. Please accept. We can do some 2v2 after the tourney. At that point, it was just a side view of the car. Okay. Okay. Maybe it's glasses time. So can't see. If you want to see, he wants you to send a snap back. Really? Sending a streak means you want somebody to send a snap back? Never heard of that. That sounds weird. That sounds kind of weird. Cool glasses! Thank you! They're from the concert. Joshua Murray, you're my favorite YouTuber. You're one of my favorite viewers. Joshua Murray. Nate Q, cool guy. They're from the Gabalier concert. That was so much fun, and everybody had those glasses, so I had to get some. Look at those. Isn't it fun? They look funny. Basically, if two people send one snap to each other every day, it counts towards a snap streak. Ah, okay. I never replied because I didn't know why he sends me streak every day. And what is it good for? For example, I'm at a 19-day snap streak with someone. Okay. And what do you get from that? Does it help with anything? but you have to send one to each other every day. Never heard of that. Never heard of that. Guys, tomorrow we'll have Royal Premier League. Don't miss it. Only Royal Premier League, no tournament. Joshua Murray, thanks, love you. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed the show. Quacky Yuck Gaming, thanks for the sub. And XXX Cypher, thanks for the follow. Can we get to 14,300? Only 28 more subs. It's just a little fun thing, Avalon. Okay. There's no reason to do it then. Weird. Weird. So if you want to send me a snap, maybe a snap of your fidget spinner, just do it. The snap is ChiefAvalon. I was reminded because it says it up there. I was reminded. And now we're gonna throw the fidget spinner to the other hand. You wanna see it? How it's done? The fidget spinner. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yes, we did it. Cheated a bit. There are also different tags the person gets at certain milestones. Okay. You, on your clan, please call Sad Kings. I'm gonna eat the fidget spinner. Guys, I wanna hit those 15k before my vacation. Otherwise, I won't be able to do the 10k turn. I already set up my laptop today so that in the worst case I could do a stream. Maybe I'll do a stream, a short one. We'll see. We'll see whether that works. The P.E.K.K.A. is underrated. I think the P.E.K.K.A. is very strong. I love your videos, says Joshua Murray. Buy me that spinner. This one? That's a cool spinner. I like it. It's of metal. The metal spinner. Don't mess. Don't mess. I have another one over here. This one is yellow. Two spinners. Like spinner glasses. This even makes a sound. Can you hear that? Probably not. I had $20 fidget spinner which I lost. Ah. Ava girl still wants to buy fidget spinners all the time. I don't know. She has so many. Why would you need more than one fidget spinner? I don't know. Dab, dab, dab. This one is actually really fast. Ola has the best fidget spinner. Is that the panda one? The panda fidget spinner? Actually, it's really something quietening to run that fidget spinner. How are we gonna place the other one? But I plan on giving it to that one special person in my life. Next time I see her. Wow. Almost! Almost. Let's try that again. Can we do that? I hope you see her tomorrow. Will you? No. What happened? My fidget's not turning anymore. Holy. Why is that? It dropped. I wish I did. It dropped and now it doesn't turn. I ruined it. Hey bro, I am younger. How's it going? I think I just ruined my fidget spinner somehow. Let's see. Look at this. It stops. Within 3 seconds. What did I do? It dropped and now it stops. Look at this. It's already stopped. What happened? I never died. happened to my fidget spinner? It's destroyed. I ruined it. Drop it again. Yeah, maybe that helps. That's what I just thought. That's why I knocked on the table. Rip spinner. Let's drop it on the table. Rip, rest in peace. Let's see. Maybe this helps. Yeah, it's a bit better. Actually, look at this, it helps. But still, it's slowing down very fast. It's a high-speed spinner. With brakes. The high-speed spinner with brakes. Okay. Let's watch some battles here. We see Veek against Alfredo. And nice fireball there. Veek losing. And he's trying to push there with that battle ram. Nope, it stopped. But there's still a bandit. Nice distraction with the archers. I think the bandit may get a hit. Yes, nice one. What's the code? Chuck it against the wall. Chuck it against wood. Against my forehead. Where's Mrs. Scoop? We miss Mrs. Scoop. My fidget spinner is broken. Just drop. Let's play with the yellow one. But that one's faster now. Holy cow, that one's fast. Put your spinner in Archie's cannon when he shoots. Go and get it. I don't know. Oh, I stopped it. Now this one is really fast. MC. Who is gonna win? Tomorrow, Royale Premier League, there will be Team Queso playing. Really looking forward to that. It's gonna be super, super cool. Team Queso is back. Tournament name is ChiefAvalon. Frank the Tank, thanks for the sub. Guys, only 24 subs for 14,300. We can make it. Nothing's faster than me running for pizza. That one's really fast. So how are they not made for dropping? I mean, they usually drop. Password is easy. I don't know about this one. Frank the Tank, thanks for the sub. Rip, rest in peace me. Rip, rest in pasta. So I wonder who will win this tournament. The winner of the tournament will be on the Wall of Fame, as always. Here's the Wall of Fame. There is enough space on the Wall of Fame. And the password is easy. Easy, that's the password. Easy peasy. Oh, it's so frustrating that my fidget just stops. Frank the Tank, welcome to our fam. You can also join the Discord if you like. Here's the Discord link. No, actually, Twitch. No, not Twitch, Twitter. Many news on Twitter, so you may want to check out my Twitter. Yeah, and I don't even know if I need a new overlay for Royale Premier League tomorrow. It's been a while. This is season 3 of RPL Europe. And we're gonna see. But the first match will be Team Case. I'm not gonna stream all 4 matches. I'm probably gonna stream the first 1 or 2. Otherwise, I'm dead tired on Monday and I gotta work. Weirder. That doesn't work. Kaichan Ahmed. Avalon also got the fidget madness. Yeah, it's a madness, isn't it? Did you guys send me a snap? Send me snaps of your fidgets. Nobody sends a snap. I have like 5, yeah, 5 or 6 fidgets. Maybe more now. I think it's 7 now. Fidget is a nice one. Yeah, I like this one. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. When is a Brawl Stars stream? That's a very good question. I don't know. Having a Brawl Stars break. Maybe we play some Brawl Stars afterwards. The problem with Brawl Stars is my finger always like glued to the display and then I can't move. It doesn't move where I want. No full Brawl Stars. Yeah, probably never a full Brawl Stars stream. Maybe when it comes out globally, yeah, maybe. And when it comes out on Android, maybe. Maybe, yeah, maybe. I actually wanted to play some Overwatch. But we can also play some Brawl Stars. How old are you, ChiefAvalon? I don't have an age. I'm ageless. I left a like and got the legend. There you go, Tony Camis. There you see it, guys. If you didn't believe it, always go and like my videos and watch my videos. If you do that, you might get lucky and get a legendary card. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. Don't ask me why, but basically almost every day somebody tells me they liked my video and next time they got a legendary card. Like Tony Camis there, he just got a legendary chest. Which game from Super do I like most? I'd say it's Clash Royale. I played Clash of Clans for a while, but now it's kind of boring. I don't play it anymore. For me, it feels like boring. I also like Brawl Stars, but somehow they need to find a way with that control. The control, I struggle with the control. I should be able to play it with control. Okay, when it comes out on Android, it will also come out globally. Okay. Yeah, because it's the same thing, kind of. Yeah, I'm ageless. Martin Gerber, hey, we played several matches today. Lizelle John. Yeah, on level 1. Shaheen, bonjour, ça va? Avalon hasn't put shades in a long... I just did put the shades on. Only a few minutes ago. Pass for the tournament is easy. Yeah, everybody has bridge spam decks. I think that's what the meta is right now. I just won an epic chest and won a giant chest right after it. There you go. See? See? And I got a super magical chest on my level 1. That chest opening video you will see next week. Ça va et toi? Très bien moi. Dang, okay. Amazing legend, let's watch him. It's great to have French viewers too. Awesome. I'm still waiting for Brawl Stars to release on Android. Yeah, I hope they bring it soon. From what I heard, they're still fixing bugs and stuff and they don't dare to release it like globally. Tell us the pass. I already did, but it's almost over. Let's see. Easy, that's the password. It's probably full and almost over. Amazing legend, currently number 3. If he wins, he may become number 1. Let's play 2v2 when the tournament ends. I don't know, shall we play 2v2 or shall we play some Brawl Stars? I need to play Brawl Stars with the controller. MG no mercy! 2v2 when tourney ends. Why does me bot constantly go offline on Discord? I don't know. Nice 3 crown there by Amazing Legend with the 3 muskies. Well played. That was is the princess. The turn is over for today. Keep subscribed for the next one, so you don't miss it. And I recommend to turn on notifications so that you get a notification. I also recommend to follow me on Twitter, because then you get Twitter notifications. Red light, that was a good battle. Let's play some 2v2. I probably should also get a legendary chest soon here. Do you know what Yeezys are? No. John Curtis, hello! Oh, sleeping. Sleepyhead. What a sleepyhead I am. John Curtis in the house. They are Adidas shoes that cost $200 and people sell 1,200. Holy. Just got a puppy on Thursday. Cool. Where's Mrs. Scoop? I hope she's okay. I'm so happy you accepted my 2v2. Yeah, sure. Sure I do. Don't worry. Time for a battle ram. Two locks? Really? 2 locks? Wow, look at my P.E.K.K.A. My P.E.K.K.A. is still alive. What giveaway? Actually, when I'm in the States, I may actually buy some gift cards. Mention me, Aaron Juarez. Miss Scoop, where you at? Please be alive, yeah. Where is she? Good game. Ninja Walton, the turn is over today, but there will be more. The tourney already ended. Okay, let's give the top 10 decks for the tournament. It's over. There you go. Let's stream it to Twitch as always. No, Twitter. Twitter. So there we are again. There we are again. The 2000 Champs tournament just ended. I'm gonna show you the top 10 decks of the tournament. If you're looking for a new tournament deck that you're successful with, check out this video, the top 10 decks. If you want to be in one of the tournaments next time, make sure to subscribe to ChiefAvalon, that's me, on my YouTube channel, or follow on Twitch, follow on Twitter. Turn on those notifications so that you don't miss future tournaments. Now, let's go for the top 10 decks. Number 10, Drainy. Favorite card, the Miner. So this is deck number 10 in this tournament. Deck number 10 in this tournament. The Miner Bandit. Then number 9, the Jari. Woo! The Jari is number 9. He's in the top 10 again. He was number 3, I guess, last time. Amazing. Dajari. And he's playing the Golem 3 Musky deck. 4.9 elixir cost. And that made him number 9. That made him number 9. Yeah, the guys from Twitter joining. Legendary Kappa, Paddy Harper. Hey, welcome. So, make this a YouTube video. Ultra Cacadia. Make it a YouTube video. Make this a YouTube video. The top 10 decks? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Anyways, let's go on. This is number 9. Number 8. Number 8. Number 8 is Mr. Schlosser. Unaufhaltbar. It's a German clan. His favorite card is Nightwitch and he's playing the Bandit, Inferno Dragon, and the Battle Ram. That's his deck. That's number 8. Number 7, Nova 1 Daniel. I think he's in every tournament. And he made it to the top 10 again. And he's playing 3 Musky Battle Ram. There they are. The Battle Ram decks. The top 10. Yeah, you mean the top 10 should be a YouTube video? Yeah, I'm streaming it to Twitter. Maybe I should also record it usually and then upload it immediately as a YouTube video. Avalon, can you tell the viewers here to sub to my channel to enter my giveaways? Ali Parampuri. There's your shout out. So, that was Nova 1, Daniel. Then Alfredo, number 6. Number 6, Alfredo. Poison Graveyard deck. Poison Graveyard deck. I don't know yet when's the next tournament. I'm always live streaming on Monday, Wednesday and Saturday. Unless I'm on vacation. But tomorrow I'll also stream the Royale Premier League. That's the plan. So that is Alfredo. And mate, thanks for the sub. Then number 5, Guided by Jesus. We remember the name from last time. Playing Graveyard Poison deck. So only 3.1. It's a very cheap and fast deck. I definitely recommend this kind of deck, and you can see it here. He won 11,000 cards in challenges and 2,600 in tournaments. So that's Guided by Jesus. Then Kolao CTM. Kolao CTM playing a Hog Rider deck with the Tornado. Next one. Now we come to the top 3. Get your pens out to note what decks they are. Number 3, Toasty Pancake. Or make just a screenshot. Maybe that's easier. Number 3, Toasty Pancake. Toasty Pancake. Making me hungry for another deck. What is it? Toasty Pancake playing the P.E.K.K.A. Battle Ram deck. That's Toasty Pancake. Number 3. Then, Amazing Legend makes himself an Amazing Legend today by being number 2 in the 2000 Gems tournament. Amazing Legend played the Battle Ram 3 Musky deck. This is so totally the meta. The Battle Ram 3 Musky deck. And now, number 1, Wenray 1000. Before I show you the deck, we're gonna add him to the beautiful Wall of Fame. You see it there? That's the Wall of Fame. And because it's number 1, he's gonna be on the Wall of Fame. When Ray is at 349 trophies. And today is 07, what is it? 15, 16, 15. There you go. So, Wenray, congrats for winning the tournament. Well done. Well played. He won 400 cards. That's amazing. So, Wenray on the Wall of Fame for July. Now, let's get back and check the deck. Wenray, number 1. Wenray, number 1. Let's check his profile. Let's profile him. He's in United We Clash, his co-leader. His season highest is 4,719 trophies. His best season ever is 5,026 trophies. Maybe I should also push to 5,000 once, but I'm so not into pushing. No, I don't want to push. His previous season is 4,600, so he also stopped pushing a bit. He's got 4,500 legend trophies. J-Play, welcome. He's got 5,318 wins and 1,303 crown wins. I gotta check my score there. And his favorite card is the Golem, and his play, that's half of the deck. Golem, Night Witch, Lumberjack, and Clone. Yes, you heard right. He's playing the Clone. Wenray! There he is in the chat! Wenray, thank you for the tourney, ChiefAvalon. You're welcome. Congrats, Wenray, for winning the tournament. It's awesome. We're just checking your profile. Congrats, Wenray. Awesome. Well played. You're on the Wall of Fame. I don't know if you've seen it. You're on the Wall of Fame. There you are, Wenray. Congrats for winning. Awesome. Over there. On the Wall of Fame. Over there. Wenray. Congrats. So yeah, that's half of the deck. That's half of the deck. The other half is this. It's a 4.4 deck, so it's on the more expensive side, but he also has the pump in it. He has Night Witch, Golem, the Minion Horde, the Goblin Gang, and the Clone. And he made #1 today. That's amazing. That's amazing. Congrats once again, Wenray, for winning that tournament. Giant. We have an Inferno Dragon. Yeah, there's the lightning. I'm doing this top of my head. I was first for 5 seconds. Nova 1 Daniel. Every time in the top 10. Yeah, I know. I've seen you before. It's amazing. I have a Lava Loon deck, but without Miner. Okay. Don't distract my Inferno Dragon like that. Come on. Come on, everybody. Let's rock and roll with the Lava Hound. Come on, everybody. Can you take care of the Valve? Yes. That's good. That's good. We're not gonna get it. No way. We're gonna play it dirty there with the balloon. Balloon Lava Hound, Fireball. Would you just launch my Fireball, please? Nice. And the balloon. Bang! I just don't know what to do. Hi from Algeria! COC attack! Big shout out to you. Okay. Let's play it bad here with another Lava Hound. Let's actually play him over here. There you go. They ignore the Inferno Dragon. Big mistake. Big mistake. Look at this. Dang. Don't ignore the Inferno Dragon. Oh. No, don't cry. It's just a game. It's just a game. Oh, Bola. Let's go with Bola. He's next. I'm always opening the chest because of the chest cycle. We got a heal spell here. ChiefAvalon, you kind of look like the actor that plays James Bond. That's quite a compliment. I actually love the Daniel Craig. I think it's Daniel Craig. I actually love the way he plays James Bond. And that's probably because he's also blonde. Big shout out, yeah, to all the viewers from Algeria. Isn't that nice how everybody's able to watch a stream from all around the world? That's so amazing. J Shark, what's up? Yeah, and everybody, please subscribe. We're so close to 15k and actually to 14,300. We should make that. Oh no, not good. Ah, the tornado. Nice, that rage. That rage just killed it. An amazing rage. That was an amazing rage spell. There is a bot playing with Avalon, yes. Can I screenshot your Lava Loon, please? Major Game, you can. It's actually a good Lava Loon deck. I just don't know what to play. Ooh. I will show it after the battle. Oh, that fireball. What a delicious fireball that was. Amazing fireball. Burn, baby, burn, baby. Burn, baby, burn, baby. When you gonna play Brawl Stars? I know you want Brawl Stars. I'm just not in the mood at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna play the Lava Hound. It's time. It's time. Burn, baby, burn, baby. Just burn that dragon. Just burn the inferno, the lava hound. Just burn it. Just burn. Oh, I have so much elixir wasted there. Pulling away. Bang! Good game. Well played. Awesome. ChiefAvalon, can you screenshot your lava loon? Major gamer. What to use if you don't have minor? So this is actually the deck I'm using right now, without the minor. This is more for ladder actually. This one is the Lava Hound deck with minor. This is the one I play with minor, and this is the one without minor. And I do have another one. No. This is actually my favorite ladder deck. This one here with the mortar. And yeah. Bowler. Yeah, this is the deck I'm currently playing. Where are your fidget spinner at, Chief? It's here! It's still here! There it is! Hola! The Flash. The Flash. Let's do the chest cycle! Good night, Kakan Ahmed. I don't know about that Infernal Dragon there. The minion horde on rage. Look at this. The minion horde on rage is amazing. It's unbelievable. The raged minion horde. They just vaporized the other minion horde. They defended that minion horde, but the minion horde on rage just destroyed it. Yeah, I don't have ground units, so I can't really help. I only have those lousy minions. Slowing down my lava hunt is actually very nice of you. Now let's put another minion horde on rage maybe. No, let's play a balloon first. Yeah, that looks pretty much dead, even with the lightning. Because we're gonna rage the Infernal Dragon and that's it. Well played. Well played! 3 crown series! I don't have Lava Hound in the Lava Loon deck. Or the Infernal Dragon. Play Despacito! The tourney has ended. Vincent Roberts. Das Turnier ist bereits vorbei. Oh dang, it's so bad when you forget to open the chest. And then you waste one time in cycle. Let's open those so that it doesn't happen again. I always open those silver chests. There you go. Can we play a 2v2? Yes we can, just invite me. Next one is Ronaldo. Okay. Alpani Bhatia, shout out to India, and James Salter. The password is too late because the tourney has ended. Guys, only 6 more subs for 40,300. We're gonna put another minion horde on fire here. Yeah, I only have this to defend. against those guys, unfortunately. I'm really weak here on ground units. We hope they don't have arrows. And the minions are on fire! That's really fun! The minions on fire! Oh, but they destroyed our tower there. What did he do? Jay Shark, added you on Facebook. Okay, let me accept. There's no requests though. Ah, there. Okay. Guys, did you see my level 1 video on YouTube? The day before yesterday, I guess. Which is better, Bandit or Miner? I think the Bandit has more use at the moment. Okay, die. The tourney winner deck. Awesome. I think it's a good 2v2 deck. Simo Quid, I'm in Bulgaria. And I like and subscribe for you. Awesome, Simo Quid, thank you so much. Thanks for the sub, Simo Quid. I have no idea how to use Nightwitch. You'll work it out, Bola. Don't worry. When do you stream? I always stream on Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays. And sometimes when there's Royale Premier League, I also stream on Sundays. Ah, the Electro Wizard. Why did they have the Electro Wizard ready? They're not supposed to have it ready. Hey. Louis the boss, the tourney has ended. You're a bit too late. This one at least. At 15,000 subscribers, we'll have a 10k tournament. What's the background song? I don't know because I took off my headphones. So I don't know. Ah, that hurts. All the minions dead. The Electro Wizard, the most annoying. The most annoying Electro Wizard. The balloon. Oh! It dropped too early. Doesn't work. Too slow. Oh, I'm doing a tourney. Gauge evens. Game CR, hey. It doesn't work, Bola. Too slow. FLG. It's over for today. By the way, tomorrow we'll stream Royale Premier League. Yeah, now I removed all the chests. Hey, hey, Chief Chiaro. What? No, no friendlies. Ah, there's Mrs. Scoop. Okay, ChiefAvalon again. Chief, when you're coming to India, that would be great. Now I'm going to the US soon for vacation. There will be a vlog, I hope, covering each day of my trip. I don't know if I'm really able to make it each day, but that's the plan. Or at least if something interesting happens, but yeah, India would also be a dream. That would be very cool. Go to India. Maybe I should do that soon. Oh no. What a stupid placement of the minions by me. Why does Polar not defend? I thought he'd defend. Chief, good night, Chief. I'm going to sleep. Knit Q, good night. This doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work again. Ah, too late. Tap him. Nice. Nice tappy. Tappy tap. Still going for the Lava Hound. And we got Tower 2. But we're still behind. We're still behind. But our minions... Ah. Why is everybody using that spell? Because it's good. It's obvious. When is the next tournament? Zero Inferno. I don't know yet. The next live stream is certainly on Sunday this time. There will not be a tournament on Sunday. But the next planned live stream will be Monday. It's really tough to get to those towers. They have a great defense. Really difficult. Okay, let's make a clean Lava Hound push. Unbelievable difficult to get to that tower. And now they fireball us. Can we fireball them? We got the poison. They're probably faster. No, we got it! That was lucky. Very lucky. That was very lucky. What is needed to improve in ladder play? A lot of practice. Brawl Stars. Brawl Star. I'm starting to like your videos. Yay, Louis the boss. Thanks. Where the pass? It's already over the tourney today. We shouldn't have won. Yeah, that was a bit undeserved. Very lucky. Very lucky. Let's fill all those chest slots here. We shouldn't have won. Not really. I agree. We didn't deserve that victory. We didn't deserve it. Nice win. Papi Chulo. Nice win. The rocket. Wow. What a rocket. No. Ah. Too pushy. You're just a bit too pushy there. Getting punished for being pushy. The end was like panic mode, but it worked. It worked though. Now we gotta take care of the bowler. Not good. It's not looking good. It's with the tornado again. It's very tough to get to the tower. Very tough. You defend the hawk, please. Yeah, the tower's gone anyways. It's just too slow. We're not in double Alex yet. That's really the pain here. No, let's try to push there. They have so many units, it's impossible to get there. Unbelievable. Ah, the rocket. It's like they always have the perfect cards to counter. Whatever we play, they have the perfect cards to counter. Every single time. Either they were very lucky or they played it really well. I don't know. Do you have a clan so I can join? It's full. It's full. For my main account, you have to be friend on Facebook to request for a 2v2. So we're just gonna fill up those chest slots and then we end for today. No Brawl Stars today because it's already 11. It's almost 11. Did you notice how I always get the cards in the wrong order at the moment? Like the Lava Hound is always the very last card and that's really bad for this deck. Oh! I lost. I already had the arrows. Tornado freeze, is that even a thing? Tornado freeze? Unbelievable. Can you add me? I will. Just send a request. Yeah. I can't fix the order here for my Lava Hound. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. And the rocket didn't help. Ah, the log. I saw the log too late. Okay, one more. We just need one more chest. Accept my friend request. One more chest for today. Oh, many friend requests. Guys, if you're friends, you should also go watch my YouTube videos when there is a new one. You know, it's always published on Facebook as well. And we have about 1,000 friends on Facebook. 1,000! Unbelievable! So we should hit 1,000 views on each video. Why did I drop the Inferno Dragon there? That was really stupid. Yeah, we should have defended the hawk. Sometimes you can just rage balloon them. But here they defend with a cannon, which is actually really nice. And somehow my balloon stopped. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why I should cry. No, 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 let's go. Fireball. Doesn't work that way. Can you stop that guy? I can't. I can't do anything. I don't have ground units. I just can hope they put too much into that single push. And it's not defending! Can we be friends in Clash Royale? Yeah, sure. Just follow on Facebook. You're not being either yet. No, you're not. It's okay. One more! Once we get that missing chest, that will end the stream. Will we get it? Maybe it's a magical. I'm pretty close actually to a magical. These are horrible starting decks. Every single time it's horrible. Would be great if we fireballed that one, but it's too late. That was a very bad start. This is one of those where you really see with the bad starting deck, when you drop stuff at the start, you shouldn't do that, you should just wait. We're friends now, cool. You should just wait and not drop stuff when you have a really bad starting deck. password. It's over. JTag Gaming. Yes, we just did 14,300. Awesome. 14,300 on YouTube. That's amazing. What just happened? Looks really weird. I want to play that balloon. See what that does. What did they just do? How did they just destroy our attack? Oh, we're only level 10. Ah. Okay. So he's pretty low level, my friend. Probably level 8. The Flash. I want to win one! Come on, guys. We can win another one. We had this 3-crown streak. Okay, let's play this one a little bit more focused. I should really focus more. Sometimes I just start playing like drop stuff and yeah. Like whatever I drop, it will be okay. Balloon is moving like in really slow-mo. Another tornado, it's always the tornado. I'm just gonna wait and fill my elixir. 3,000 subs? No. 14,300. I think we play careful and go for the right lane. One more minute. Is the tourney going on? Oh, stop. The tourney is over. The tourney is over for today. Now we have a problem. That P.E.K.K.A. fireball stuff. Would be great if he had arrows, but he doesn't. Did you see that? How he healed that P.E.K.K.A. Unbelievable. I think there he is too pushy. And I don't think it's gonna work. Problem is my lava hound is a bit late. go. Maybe the Infernal Dragon will do it. Ah, it's over. Ah, it's almost... We actually would have won. 2 more seconds and we won. Turn is over. What is a super chat? That's like a donation. Did we get the donation? No, I don't think so. Did I miss a donation because I'm not wearing the headphones? I'm not even sure. Let's check. No, no super chat. So, let me do the last one with the random guy. Can you do another tourney? I could, but I wouldn't. I would not today. What are you gonna do, Nightbot? Don't fight the bot. Ah. But my lava hound is still alive. Okay, maybe. Come on, balloon. Rage balloon. Come on, balloon. You can do it. Nice. And now the balloon is at the King Tower and the Infernal Dragon is locked. But it's gonna die. Look at the wizard. The wizard's going crazy. Did you see that wizard? The wizard going totally crazy on that tower. Like, whoa. Super fast. I could have just fireballed the king actually, but yeah, I mean, the heal spell. Everybody's using that heal spell now. Like blindly using it. Dang, that's it. Good game. Well played. There you go, another 3 crown and that's it. My chest slot's full again. And we're progressing fast, we're already on 7 of 10. That's great. So, for today, that's it. And tomorrow we'll have Royale Premier League. No tourney tomorrow, but Royale Premier League. And then the next regular live stream will be Monday. So tomorrow and Monday are the next streams. I hope to see you guys there. I hope you enjoyed today's tournament and stream. It was fun. Let me check the music. Let's switch off the music for a moment so that you see the video at the end. There is a video at the end. So you gotta check that video. And I gotta switch this on here. There you go. Okay. So guys, I wish you a great weekend. I hope to see most of you tomorrow for Royale Premier League. It will be Team Queso playing tomorrow. When's the last stream, Avalon? I don't know. Do you want me to end? I don't know. I just switched back to 3 streams a week from 2 and now I'll have to do 4. I don't know. Maybe it's not a smart idea. 3 is pretty perfect actually. Yeah, guys. See you next time. I hope you all have a great weekend. A lot of love to every one of you. Awesome viewers. Thank you guys so much. Awesome. See you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. So, in today's jamming video, I'm gonna open 5 giant chests, 5 magical chests, and of course I hope for the Night Witch to be in one of those chests. How many legendaries can I get? So let's open the giant chest. Number 1. We get gold, goblin hat, dark goblin, knight, tombstone. That's it. That's the first giant chest. Let's try another one. Breeze, bomber, battle ram, and what is it? Night Witch, please. Oh, the Inferno Dragon. Dang. I was so hoping for Night Witch. But it's the Inferno Dragon. Okay. Next one. Let's try another giant chest. Number 3. Gold. Bear goblins, barbarians, knight, bomb tower. That's it. That's number 3. Next one. Number 4. And that's what we get. No Night Witch. Number 5. Number 5. A lot of gold, heal spell, battle ram, rocket, minion horde. That's it, number 5. Let's go and open some magical chests and see what we get there. Number 1. Gold, goblins, knight, elite barbarians, goblin gang, fire spirits, the heal, and lightning. And I always get elite barbs that I don't need. Please, please, give me the Night Witch. So, next magical chest. We get fire spirits, goblins, goblin gang, 35. The furnace, 25, and 4 epics. The giant skelly. Why do I get all the stuff I don't use? And the last one is a legendary Night Witch, please, Night Witch. It's the graveyard. It's the graveyard. I don't know. The game somehow doesn't want to give me Night Witch. So I'm gonna open 3 more magical chests. Number 1. We get gold, royal giant, the wizard, fire spirit, the witch, skeleton army, a lot of giants, 15, and poison. No Night Witch. Next magical chest. Gold. Bear goblins, wish me luck, guys, wish me luck. Rocket. The minion horde. The Valkyrie. The clone spell. And what's the last one? What's the last one gonna be? Legendary, Night Witch, please, Night Witch! Ah, the Ice Wizard! Supercell, please, give me Night Witch! Dang! It's the only card I'm missing, is the Night Witch. Let's go for another one. Let's go for another one. Gold. Cannon, arrows, archers, stab, and the last one is 4 golems, and the last, oh, that is the last one. 3 legendary cards, but no Night Witch yet in this chest opening. I hope I get her soon. And in the shop, it's the same thing, by the way. I never had her I have so many legendaries in the shop, but not Nightwitch. It's like Supercell doesn't want to give me Nightwitch on my main account. I hope you enjoyed this chest opening videos. For more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks, see you next time. Have an awesome day.